Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? This is PC Talk It, and I want to specially welcome you to today's edition of PC Talk It. How are you doing? How is your day, or how is your day going? Depending on where you're watching me from. Thank you so much for always tuning in to PC Talk It. Thank you for those of you that have subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for reaching us personally and telling us how we're doing. We appreciate that. Thank you for your likes. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Today, you know how we do it on PC Talk It. We talk about family, we talk about relationship, and we talk about marriages. Yes, these are the things that we talk about in this channel. And we've had so much good feedbacks. People really love what we're doing. But please go ahead and let us know how we're doing in the comment section. You know what, that helps the YouTube algorithm, like keeps the video up there so that people will know that we're here, and more people will get to learn one or two things from what God is using us to do on this platform and on this channel. Yes, so we've talked about so many things. The last video that we did, okay, we talked about Father's Day, and the video before that was abuse. Yes, so I had a lot of people messaged me, DM'd me, sent me an email concerning that. And please, I want to say that again. If you have any issues concerning abuse, you can go ahead and let us know. We will help you as much as we can. So today we're going to be talking about something special, something important, and something nice. Yes, it's in my word, I term it the global pandemic. Yes, it's a global pandemic, but yeah, it's not COVID. Yeah, forget about it. So today we're gonna be talking about why people cheat. Yes, this is a very broad topic. Like, yes, you can talk about why people cheat like for 7 seasons without running out of topics, without running out of things to say, because this topic is a very wild, very large topic to cover. So we're just going to introduce it today, and I promise I'll come back. But today we're going to focus on why people cheat. Like I said, cheating, it has become a global pandemic, and it happens everywhere. Cheating is one thing that it's not limited to a religion, limited to a culture, limited to a certain social group or whatever. It happened across the across ethnic groups. It happens across cultures. It happens across religion. What everybody in every kind of religion, people cheat from, no matter where they're coming from. So that's why I want us to talk about it today. So many people ask me, why do men cheat? What do men really want? Why do women cheat? What do they really want? Today, I'm gonna tell you, give you introduction to cheating. So, because I know it's, like I said, it's very broad, so I'll give you the introduction about cheating. So, first of all, like you already know, I look into my books. So, yes, without further ado, let's take it away. Cheating, it's not always about sex. Yes, when you hear that people cheat, one thing that comes to people's mind is that, oh, they had sex with somebody else. Cheating, some people call it cheating, some call it infidelity, some people call it affair. Whatever you call it, it's the same thing. It's what? Breaking a trust. Now, a relationship is a system. A relationship is a system that is built on trust. For two people to be together, they have to come together to agree and that they want to be together in the first place, and then they set up rules, whether knowingly or unknowingly. They set up rules and regulation for the relationship. So it becomes a system. Like, this is what I want. You come with what you want in a relationship. I come with what I want in the relationship. You try to make me happy. I try to make you happy. And in doing that, we build up a system. Yeah, we build up a system for this relationship. We build up things that we want. Some people go ahead and put the do's and don'ts of a relationship, And that's why I said a relationship is a system, and it's not all cheating, or not all affairs, or not all infidelity. um it's all around sex. So sometimes the actual sex doesn't happen, but yet it is still considered an affair, it is considered cheating, and it's considered infidelity. So, and now my question is always this: would you judge the relationship based on, would you judge it based on the affair that has happened? Take for instance, you've been in this relationship for 5 years, for 10 years, for 20 years. Sometimes people even cheat when they've been in a particular relationship for over 30 years. Yes, and for 30 years you've been together, and one time you cheat. So are you going to like judge the whole entire relationship based on you cheating? So that is a question for another day. So, and that's why I'm bringing this topic up. So there are two reasons why people cheat in a relationship. Of course, you know that for a relationship to work, there has to be a man and there has to be a woman. So for there to be cheating, for there to be an affair, for there to be an infidelity that is going on, then one person must have broken the trust. So infidelity, affair, cheating is actually breaking the trust of a system which is in the relationship. I hope that makes sense. So infidelity, cheating, or affair is actually breaking the trust that the system in the relationship was built in. So when that trust is broken, then that's where you see that people, that word cheating or that word infidelity and affair comes up. So breaking the trust can be, when the Bible says, he that breaks the urge, the serpent will bite. You remember that scripture? Yes, it's like that. It's also like, let me use this analogy of a child in the womb. A child in the womb is being protected by the amniotic fluid. Basically, let me say it in a lay term. The child is in the womb, and the womb is what covers the child. You know what I'm saying? So the covering of the child, the womb covering the child, the function is so that the child will not be exposed to the things that are happening outside of the mother's womb, like outside of the womb. So the womb basically protects the child, and that is how a relationship is, and it involves two people. So when there is a puncture to the amniotic fluid, a womb or something of the barricade that you have built, when there is a puncture, diseases can be introduced, infections can be introduced, and a lot of bad things can be introduced. That's what happens in a relationship. So when two people come together, they try to build that wall, they try to build that barricade, they try to build the trust, they try to build these things to guard the relationship. But when an affair happens, when infidelity happens, there is a break, there is a breach, and that introduces all of that introduces things that harms the relationship. Now, I'm gonna give you the reason why men cheat, and I'm gonna give you the reason why women cheat. Men cheat out of boredom and fear of intimacy. That's the reason why men cheat. Men cheat out of boredom and fear of intimacy. Men don't want to be committed. Men don't want to be intimate. Men don't want to be known for something. That's how they are. They don't want to be associated with something. They don't want to be all forthcoming and all of that. So that's one reason. Fear of being intimate, and sometimes they cheat out of boredom. You've seen men that cheat on their wife, and cheat on their wife with a maid or somebody else, and you'll be wondering how that their wives are so pretty, their wives are so pretty, doing well and all of that, and yet they still cheat on their wives with somebody that is not, sorry to use the word, but not as pretty as their wives, or not as successful as their wife. And when you really check, when you really investigate, sometimes they do that out of boredom. They don't do it because they're trying to really hurt their wives. No, That's not what they're doing. They do it because they're bored. That's their nature. That's just what, and the reason, that's what men do, and that's the reason they cheat. They cheat out of boredom. They cheat out of fear of intimacy. They don't want to be committed to something. Yes, so that is one reason why men cheat. Then women cheat out of loneliness and hunger for intimacy. Women want to be involved. The women, they want to be involved. They want to be a part of something. They want to be committed. They want to be associated with something. They want to be known with you. So when they find that that bridge is broken, when they find that there is a gap in that, then that is what leads to cheating. And or maybe out of loneliness, they don't have somebody. When God created man and woman, when woman was created, rather, she came into a company of somebody. So the woman has always had company all her life. You see, the woman had always, the man is always there to cuddle, to help the woman and all of that. So the nature of the woman is that she's always in the company of somebody. So women don't like loneliness. So when a woman becomes lonely, that could be the reason why she cheats and why she cheated. I'll go on to say that for Christians, there are two places that God, or there are two times that God mentioned adultery in the Bible that I can remember. It is for just thinking about it, and or doing the act of thinking about it, and the act of actually committing the crime. So that's why I said there are ways that there are some times that you cheat or you have affair and sex itself wasn't involved and is still considered cheating. Let's take, for instance, what's the modern word called sexting. Yes, if I say that right. So the act of chatting, sending pictures to somebody online, like you're not really in contact with the person, but you are sending nude picture, you're sexting, you're sending messages to this person, and in that process you are saying you're being involved with the person. Yes, it happens. It literally happens. So people do that. They send emails. They are actually flirting with somebody. You see somebody and you're already, without saying anything, you're taking off their clothes, like you're looking beyond their clothes. That is, when these things happen, these are ways that people cheat. That is an affair. That is cheating. That is infidelity. So when somebody is married, somebody is married, and a stranger sees you and asks you, "Are you married?" And because you want to maybe flirt with that person, because you say no because you just want that person to gain that attention, to gain that closure with that person. All of these things are considered affair. All of these things are considered cheating, infidelity. Yes, whatever you call it, that's what it is. So all of these things are in the line of cheating. And the funny thing is that so many people don't know it, but yes, if you're flirting with a girl or a boy, a man, a woman that is not your husband or that is not your boyfriend, and my dear, you're cheating. Yes, you're cheating. So that is an aspect of cheating. Sometimes, yeah. So the Bible said, when you even think about it, some people just think about it, and the mere fact that you're thinking about it, you haven't even slept with this lady, you haven't even touched her, or this man, you see this guy with six packs, broad shoulders, arm, and everything, you're already salivating and all of that. Auntie, yes, you just cheated on your boyfriend, or you just cheated on your husband. Yes. So yes, those are one of the ways of cheating without you even being involved physically with the person. And the other part is what's actually doing the deeds, like actually committing the having sex with this person. Yes, that's way of cheating. So now, why, the big question is, why do people cheat? I've already told you why men cheat and why women cheat, but now generally, why, what is the reason? What are they looking for? Like, when this cheating happen, when you get involved, when you get physically, emotionally, sexually involved with somebody, what are they looking for? What is it? What is the reason why this happens in a relationship or in a marriage? Some people are yearning looking for emotional connection. That is one reason why people cheat, because they want to be emotionally involved, they want to belong to a system, they want to belong to something, they want to be known for something, they want that love, affection. That's one reason why people cheat. So when in a marriage or in a relationship, when the emotional connection has been breached, has been broken, people no longer connect, that could be the reason why this person is cheating. Another reason that I jotted down is what? Freedom or avoidance of conflict. Some people, like in their marriage or in the relationship, they feel like they are in bondage. So the act of, let me try something else, let me experiment on something else, that could just be the reason why they are cheating. And they would want to do that because they feel bored, because they feel they're not getting they're not emotionally satisfied. Maybe the emotional connection is there, but they want more. So just not having enough and feeling like, oh, I'm in bondage, I'm in this, and I'm not getting enough, and they want to search, they're demanding freedom. So that freedom could be the reason why they are cheating. And some people, they want to avoid conflict in their marriage. They're concerned about how people are going to view what is happening in their marriage or in their relationship. So in order to protect the marriage, they think they are trying to protect the marriage, they think they don't want outsiders to know how bad the sex in their marriage is, or how bad their spouse is, or something. Avoidance of conflict. They don't want to seek help. They don't want to do therapy. They don't want to admit to somebody that, hey, you know what, we're not having it, there's something wrong with our marriage. So in avoidance of that conflict, they just want to save the marriage in the eyes of the world. Then they sought for other alternative, and that is what? Cheating, infidelity, and having an affair. Some people cheat because they want autonomy. They want to be the man. I'm the man in this relationship. I'm in charge of this relationship. I want to be heard. I want you to respect me. People, they want to be respected, they want to be honored, they want to exercise their rights, they want to exercise their right. And in that, seeking autonomy, they fall out of the vow. Like they want to gain control, basically. So in that seeking autonomy, in seeking control, in them trying to reinforce the fact that they are in charge, they want autonomy, basically, they can go out there and cheat. Another thing is sexual intensity. Oh, I have said this in some of my videos, or one of my videos, that before you get married, you should find out what kind of partner that you're getting married to. So sex is important. Talk about it, because you can't just say, oh, I don't want to, I don't want to be unholy, and you don't talk about sex. And when you get married, you find out that the person that you're married to enjoys sex in a certain way, and now you guys are having issues because of that. Maybe you're not getting enough of the sex, or maybe you're getting too much of the sex, and this person is complaining. That could be sexual intensity, maybe too much or too little or whatever. Or sex can be the reason why these people are cheating. A wish to recapture lost parts of themselves. People want to, like, when you're young or when you're single, there are things that you used to do, you used to experiment, you used to go somewhere, you used to go places, you used to have, in quote, fun. And now that you're married or you're in this particular relationship, you don't think that you're getting enough of those things that you used to get in your past. And now every little opportunity that presents itself to you, that looks like what you used to like or what you used to enjoy in your past, you jump into it. You're trying to recover yourself, like rediscover yourself. You want to, like, oh, I remember those good old days. Things like that could be the reason why people are cheating. an attempt to bring back vitality in the face of loss or tragedy. You see, I've heard a lot of people that maybe somebody broke their heart, they lost a boyfriend or husband. In the presence of loss and tragedy is one reason why people cheat. Yes, so because they want to replace somebody, because they want to replace their ex, or maybe because of they want to replace their the spouse that passed on, and in that time that they're trying to actually, in the face of their life, when they feel down, when they feel downcasted, when they feel like they need somebody, that is when things like this happen, like things like affairs, infidelity, because they want to try to basically replace somebody, either their spouse, either their ex, or somebody in their life. That time, the lowest moment of their life, that is when people actually those are the reasons why people cheat, because they're emotionally down, they're emotionally downcast, and they want to like pick up and move on faster. Most times when people cheat, it's not just about their partner. People don't cheat. Sometimes people don't cheat because they want to like hurt their spouse. 90% of the time, let's use men as a case study in this issue. 70% statistics has it that 70% of the time that men cheat, they don't cheat because they don't love their wife. No, that's not the reason why they cheat. They don't cheat because they don't love their wife. They cheat because of themselves. They are turning away from media. They are not cheating because they don't love their partners. They are cheating because of what is actually going on in themselves, what is actually going on in their lives, like their personality. Not, it doesn't have anything to do with your partner or with their partner. So when you find out that your partner has cheated, this is not the time for you to start feeling bad, like you did something, like it's about you. No, sometimes it's not about the partner that was cheated upon. Sometimes it's just the person that cheated. So if you have been cheated upon, don't take it personal. It's not just about you. Now, how do you deal with cheating, or how do you heal when somebody has cheated on you? Healing begins in when the perpetrators acknowledge what they have done. So if a man has cheated, it begins with that man acknowledging that I have cheated, I messed up, so I have to seek amends. Or if the woman cheated, it is time for the woman to say to themselves, I messed up, I have to regain the trust. You have to own it. You have to basically say it to yourself and say it to your spouse, I messed up and I want to make amends. So express the guilt and remorse, and please do it genuinely, that you're sorry, and express guilt and remorse. Acknowledge the fact that this is what you've done. You're hiding it is not going to solve it, because no matter how you hide it today, it will definitely come alive someday. So if you want to save your marriage, if you want to save your relationship, is best, the person that was cheated upon, it is best for you to tell them. It's best for you to tell your spouse, look, this is what I did, and express remorse genuinely and try to plead for forgiveness. And I'm sure these people, I don't know if they're going to forgive you, but it is best you do that. Okay, do things that bring back a sense of self-worth. So when people are cheated upon, and most times they feel like they feel betrayed, they feel angry, they feel like the world has come to an end. You're trying to second guess yourself. Is it something that I did? Is it what I did that made this person to cheat? In that process of reminiscing on what happened, so many people have actually lost themselves. They become depressed. They feel like it is them that pushed the person, the spouse, to go out there, or their partner to go out there to cheat, and this affects their self-esteem. This affects them personally, So when this happens, when infidelity has happened in your marriage or in your relationship, sisters and brothers, sister or brother, whoever this happened to, so don't take it personally. If you have been cheated upon, it's not something that you did. Trust me, it's not something that you did. You have to, this is time for you to reassure yourself, talk yourself up. It's not you that has the issue. It is actually the person that cheated that has the issue. Number three reason, become, instead of you wallowing in pity, wallowing in second guessing yourself, being depressed and being angry, unforgiving and all of that, find out why did this happen. Like go and become like an investigative journalist. Find out why did you happen, why did this happen, why did you feel the need to do this? Like, was it a mistake, was it an accident? How did you find yourself, okay, in the process of this affair, while you were in this affair, while you were cheating, while you were making out with this person? How did you feel? Did you feel fulfilled? Did you feel happy? Like, find out what it is that is lacking in your relationship or in your marriage that must have made this person to do this. So find out the reason. I always tell people, find out the why. Find out why this happened. When you find out why this happened, don't take it instead of taking it in the negative way, it can actually turn out to be something that is going to help your relationship. Sometimes affairs help redefine a relationship. Yes, it helps redefine a relationship. When you find out the reason why this has happened in the first place, it can help you redirect and refocus your marriage or your relationship in the right direction. Like, you can come back to the drawing table and find out what is missing, and you guys can fix it. Yes. And now let me make this known that marriages are for two people that are in this relationship, that are in this system. These two people are the ones involved, not the online in-laws, the everyday in-laws, and everybody else don't have a say. When an affair has happened, when infidelity has happened, it depends on these two people to discuss and find out how their relationship is going to move further. Because so many people, because of the shame of what the society will say, because of the shame of what their family members will say, because of the shame of what has happened to their friend, oh, my friend's husband cheated and she got a divorce, so now your husband cheated, now you want to get a divorce, not because you really want to get a divorce or because you want to get separated, but because you cannot stand the shame of what people around you are going to say. Brothers and sisters, it's this relationship, it's for the both of you. So when something like this has happened, it is your responsibility to sit down as a couple and find out what can be done from this that has happened to us. When this betrayal has happened, when this infidelity has happened, when this affair has happened, it introduces neglect, it introduces violence. Some people become so angry that they can't stand their spouse, and for me that becomes dangerous. Instead of you being in a relationship where there's violence, it's better for you to just step aside for a minute, or depending on how much time you want, step aside and reevaluate and make sure you heal before you come back. Because when there is trust, when this trust has been broken, you find out that neglect happens. Oh, you cheated, so I don't care about you anymore. You're just in this house because of the kids. You're just here because of what the church will say. You're just here because our culture doesn't permit us to be separated or divorced. We are here, we are together, that we're here, or we're together because divorce is not an option. Those things can produce neglect, it can produce violence, it can produce indifference, and sometimes people just get become alcoholic and all of that. So find help. When this has happened, you can actually go for therapy. You can actually talk to somebody that can help you find ways whereby you can redirect the infidelity that has happened in your relationship. Cheating can be looked at from these two angles, whether the person is hurt and betrayed, and sometimes they can discover themselves, they discover their relationship, there's a redirection, they go back to the drawing board and find out how to fix their relationship. So please, I hope you've been able to learn something today. I hope you learned something. If you've been cheated upon, I want to say it again, it's not about something that you did. Instead of wallowing in pity and wallowing in uncertainty and all of that, it's time for you to ask yourself questions, or ask both of you, come back to each other and find out what's happened and how you guys can resolve it. And that Mr. A and Mr. Family A or relationship A had it this way doesn't mean that you have to have it this way. It is your system, not a general system. So you guys come together and try to see how you can fix this, and there are several ways to fix this. This is just how far we can go with today's edition on why people cheat. I will come back to you next time where we take other questions and talk more about cheating. Okay, until I see you next time, this is your girl PC. Please go ahead and go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and share, let people know what is going on here. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Until I see you next time, bye. Have a beautiful day. I love you. Mwah.